imagine if it was like Soros this heavily involved. And I know Soros does, but like this heavily involved and like threatening like Congress people. Like, oh, you want to get primaried next turn around? You wouldn't like
if Soros had his hand up the back of Biden's jacket. He was like, you could see him, tapping Morse code to him or pulling on his hair.
Biden's address? Biden I saw Biden last night because he did a thing about.
That's so funny. He's still president.
He did a thing about the terror attack in New Orleans, and God, he's got that thing going on where it's like, did they put the right teeth in? Like he looks so old and gummy.
It's AI generated.
He looks kind of like a mummy. He's got this sort of like mushed up thing about his face. Poor guy. I genuinely feel bad for that guy and hope he has a good retirement. Like it
seems like he's already in it. He's just like he's on vacays having a good time.
Well, whoever's running the government is doing lots of shit. We're doing lots of airstrikes in the Middle East, blowing lots of shit up. We're always moving, always making shit happen. So I don't know what's going to happen with the Trump administration, but it's not a good sign. Where like for the new year, I guess, where there's like both of those crazy attacks on the same day. And I don't think they're connected. The one in New Orleans, the guy rented a Ford Lightning on Turo and drove through all those people. And he was flying an ISIS flag and he had guns and explosives in his car. And then the guy that blew up his Tesla at the Trump property, he was a current U.S. Special Forces soldier with a terrible bomb. Like we looked at.
Yeah, did we pay for that training? Like, do our Army guys come out of Special Forces like, I got it, bro. Mass casualty event. I'm gonna fill the trunk of this car with fireworks like Wile E. Coyote. Like this is the American military filling boxes with like cartoon dynamite and blowing it up in the middle of the street.
Yeah, a real DEI bomber.
Somebody should get chewed out for that. Like his training officer really needs to get chewed out for that.
I mean, I've made bigger booms on YouTube all the time. Like it was crazy, underwhelming boom. Apparently, he offed himself before he set the thing off, or had like a timer or a detonator of some kind. But the fireworks going off and that Tesla burning with the Trump property sign right in the background is just. It's almost as iconic as that picture of him, fist pumping with blood running down his cheek. It's like, that's great. I love that picture. At the end of this year, if it goes terribly, they're going to pull that picture back up and they're going to be 2025 and review, and it'll be that picture.
Yeah. It didn't even, was there any damage to the building?
Minor. It was mostly a fire because what he had in the back was like camping fuel, fireworks, and some other stuff it looked like that was flammable, but he didn't have real deal explosives of any kind.
Did he have like a fuse that he
for some reason?
Yeah, big.
Yeah, he had who the fuck has a Desert Eagle?
He slept with that under his pillow like Sledgehammer from the 80s.
Dude, but it has been fun. Like I don't think I've ever seen someone more rapidly lose as much goodwill as Elon did in like a 3-hour period on Christmas. And then the next day being like, actually the problem with all of this is bots and botified accounts. That's who's, and it's like, no, this should be in like school as an example of organic pushback. Like it's very obviously organic. People are like, whoa, dude, we appreciate you buying Twitter, making it so more people can say things, but what are you doing? What are you? This isn't what we're talking about.